So PBIS is a district-wide implementation that we're working on through the district, and JFK is also supporting that. We're jumping on board. It stands for Positive Behavior Intervention Support, and it is a system that we're using to just recognize positive behaviors versus always having to looking for the negatives, but finding the positives, because we know that all children have the ability to be doing the things that we need them to be doing in school. So we're just working on, as a school, using common language throughout the whole entire school, and each of our classrooms using those same things. So we're using the SOAR acronym: safe, on task, always kind, and respectful. So we're just reminding the kids through different lesson plans that everyone in the whole school is using to be able to what is on task, what does that look like in the lunchroom, what does that look like in the classroom, what is always being kind, what does it look like in the bathroom, what does it look like in the hallway. So just using those same words across our classrooms.
We know that the more that we teach and recognize positive things, the more that our students will achieve that greatness. And so it's really about being systematic and ensuring that we are teaching what we expect of our students positively and reinforcing all the great things that they do.
We kind of started with some of the lessons and really some of the common language, but we've really pushed in January. And so we've done a school-wide kind of plan and kind of getting the kids excited about it. So we started with, the goal was to get 700 SOARS slips within the month of January, so we could have a pajama day. So we have a big thermometer in the lunchroom that they're all watching and seeing how many SOARS slips we've gotten. So when we see kids being safe in the hallway, we can write a slip. When we see kids on task, we can write a slip. Then they're going up to the office, and they're so excited to go up to the office and put it in that basket and just show that they are doing what they're being asked to do. But it's just showing that they understand what we're looking for. We're looking for those positive things. And they're excited about that, and they're really excited to be able to work. When I take my kids to lunch and they see, we're already to 600, we're to 600. They see it and they're excited to get to that 700 in pajama day.
Our staff have been very strategic in teaching these skills and having specific skills and language to use. It's been nice so that we're all on the same page as a staff. They have been strategically looking for students making great choices and recognizing, which has helped us to see and continue to see all the great things students are doing. And when students get a SOAR slip and are recognized, they come down and are just so excited to share with our office staff or whoever they can in the hallway what they did to SOAR in our building. And it's the incentive of trying to earn Pajama Day as a building at the end of the month has been a big boost for our students to track their goals and how they're achieving them.
I like it because it gives you a balance, because sometimes we can be too loud and for some kids don't like that. And I also if you're good, you can get a SOAR ticket and then you might get a chance to win a prize. When the lights turn off in the lunchroom, you shouldn't be talking. You should make if you have cold lunch, you should put all the stuff in your lunchbox that you need to keep. If you have hot lunch, you should get everything on your tray that you need. In the classroom, I think you shouldn't mess with anything and stuff. Today we did 100s, 10s, and 1s, and they're these foam cubes, and and some people almost mess with them and stuff, and we should keep them so we don't get them taken away. I got one for on task. When we were supposed to read, I was one of the first people to open my book and everything. I was prepared. I didn't have all this stuff on my table, so I was on task in my classroom. I felt really good because I was oh yay, this is my first SOAR ticket I've ever got. Because we used to have good slips and I got those, but now I got a SOAR ticket and it was pretty cool.
Every child knows what it means to walk. So I can find, maybe they're struggling in somewhere else in the classroom, but I can find them walking in the hallway, and I can look at your safe feet. You are walking so safe, and just recognizing that so that everyone has the opportunity to be positive sometime throughout their day. So we're not just looking at, oh, you were talking during the lesson, but we can say, look at your walking feet. So every child feels successful in the school and in the classroom. It's just that self-esteem and that, especially in kindergarten, if I get to walk with that SOAR slip to the office, I just feel that sense of I'm doing something right. And that is just such a positive and just a huge thing for a kindergartner to know that that adults are recognizing them for doing something right.
I can be safe.
I can be safe.
I can be on task.
I can be on task.
I can always be kind.
I can always be kind.
I can be respectful.
I can be respectful.
I am
a
JFK Eagle.
A JFK Eagle.
hope it continues to look like different monthly incentives and different, where we're just really, coming up with different and creative ways to be able to acknowledge their positive behaviors. And then hopefully when everyone is using the common language, and we know we can start next year, we'll be able to start day one of school. Like, here's the expectations in the entire school. So it'll be exciting to see that happening on day one with every student, K through 5. And so I just think we'll be able to see more positive behaviors. I think it helps us as teachers, because you forget. We're human too, and you forget to use those positive things. So I think it'll just be exciting to see everyone using that same language.